Alrighty, Dad. It's gonna give you a little bit of a tutorial on how to run your little Garmin. Mine looks like this. It's just powering up right now, but yours probably looks something similar. So I do this right, you should be able to see my desktop and my face at the same time, so it should work out pretty well. So a little bit of explanation. I don't know how far you've gotten on using yours, but there's basically two programs you'll need to get this thing up and running. And I don't know if you already have your stuff uploaded to your Garmin yet, but I'm just gonna assume that you haven't even turned it on yet, and I'm gonna go through the complete setup. So the first thing you'll do is you'll put your batteries in. Insert any SD card that you want to use. Then you're gonna put your batteries in and you're gonna power it on. And it'll boot up, it'll do a boot screen, and then it will show you your pointer here in the middle. Now, if you haven't put any maps on or anything, it's just going to have your little triangle showing which direction you're going in the middle in a blank screen, and it won't have anything there. But what I'll show you next is how to upload your maps to the Garmin so that you have all your maps there, and then how to upload individual tracks that you create either on Google Earth or in Garmin's proprietary software called Basecamp. So first things first, let's go through a couple pieces of software you're going to need for this. The first one is called Garmin Express. Looks just like this. It's pretty basic. It's just going to be a download, and then you're going to register as a user with your email and password and username, and then you'll register your device to your name, and then it'll update any software that's been released for the Garmin handheld device. So it'll get your thing all the way up to date. Once you've installed that, you can go ahead and close it out because you won't need it anymore. Then you can open up the software called Basecamp. And this is what Basecamp looks like. When you first download this, it's a free download. It will have it'll ask you what type of activity you want to do, and then you can select dirt biking here, and I guess it changes how you do it, how you navigate this screen. So once you select dirt biking, it'll kind of change the layout, I guess, some way. I didn't try any other, so I don't know how it's different than all the rest of them. It's just some basic tools here. You've got your different tracks that are over here and the different folders. Think of these like folders over here on this left side. And then when you click on that folder, it pops up in this secondary tree right here to show you what's in that folder. So when I first got in here, I noticed there wasn't any maps at all, and the only thing you could see was this guy right here, and it was like just basic highways and things, and I was like, well, for off-road riding, that's pretty terrible. So I went onto Garmin's website, and they wanted to charge like 20 bucks, like I think is what you got, which is great because you're gonna have great support, but I didn't want to pay 20 bucks because I'm just playing with it. So I went and found a topo map of Idaho, and then I imported that into Basecamp. And the way you do that is you simply download it off of, let me show you. Must have closed it. Okay, I'll pull it up over here. I think I Google the Garmin import map. And it was one of the first things that comes up. GPS file depot. Now this is where all your maps are at. People upload different maps to here, and you can download them. So you can go to your state. I just went to custom maps, then go to your state, which we're looking in Idaho. This is in alphabetical order. Right there. And then here's your topo map that pops up, and it shows all your basic lines with your trails and things. And then you can go to download Windows version. When you download that, you'll open it, and it will expand or unzip, and then you double click on it and it will automatically launch an application to install these maps to your Basecamp. Important thing to note though is make sure Basecamp is closed when you open the map. So what it does is it goes and it alters the files that Basecamp is running on. So if Basecamp is open, the program won't recognize that you've added the new maps. So you'll have to close Basecamp, double click the map, bring it in, and then open up Basecamp, and then it will show up as one of the selectable maps. If you have any questions about that, just text me and I can do a short video on how to do that in a step by step. So once you have that done, then you have one of your options here to select which map you want to show. So the one you were looking at before was the Idaho topo, and then it brings in the Idaho topographical map, and you can see it brings in all the areas. And then you can select, then you can see this also includes trails, which is nice. So when you zoom in close, you can see there's individually marked trails. So now at this point, you will have had now you should have a map, a topographical map in Basecamp, and you should have that set up. Now you want to import a track you built. So I don't know how you built, I looked at the idahotrails.com, and I don't know how you built those trails on their map system. I looked at the tools and I couldn't figure it out, but I didn't look very long. So however you did that, you should be able to download a file called a KMZ file. You can see right here is KMZ. Once you download that to your hard drive, you can go File and then Import, and click on My Collection, then File, Import into My Collection. Then you can select your track that you built, and it will pop up like this. So the way I did it is I had built a track in Google Earth with the couple different tools that I talked about in the other video, and then I went to and saved it as a new track. And once I'd saved it to my desktop, then I'd gone back over to Basecamp, and just like I said, File, Import into My Collection, and it brought in this new KMZ file. So you can see there's the whole file. I'm not sure yet how to hide these files, but I know there's a way to show individual tracks and things on here. So now you've got the file in here, and you can go in and you can edit it. I think you can drag it around, if I remember right, and kind of alter it a little bit if you want to change your route. I don't think your $20 map does have auto routing, which is awesome. I don't think this topo map does. So basically what it is like Google Earth, where you just have to trace the lines manually. Yours might have an auto map route feature where you can pick 2 points and then it will automatically connect them, and then you can drag dots to make it alter the route a little bit. But anyway, you've got a route and you've got the map. So now it's time to put them on the device. So the way we do that is you go transfer, and you can go like this, transfer. Oh, I gotta plug it in. So once you have your device booted up and going, you open your back little panel right here, and you plug in your USB. It'll show it like this, Garmin USB. And then it will pop up your Garmin Express software, and it will say it's updated and your sync is complete with syncing into the cloud. Like when you go on a ride, when you plug this back in, it will automatically sync your tracks to the cloud, so that all your tracks are always saved to, it's like a Google Drive. It's always saved to a cloud or somewhere that's off your computer. You can turn that off if you don't like that feature too. So close that out. Then I want to send. You can either right click and say send to your device, or you can click on My Collection and then transfer send collection to device, and then it will pop up and it will say which device you want to send it to, and obviously you only have one hooked up, and you want to send your routes, tracks, and I guess you could select these other ones as well, but you'll send all those features, and then it will Oh, I can't. I forgot. Let me go back. Quit. Close. Let me see here. I need to get rid of this bird's eye thing. So I downloaded this partial file here. Right here. So I used bird's eye and I downloaded a small portion of map here, and I don't want that. So, because it's a demo. So, but I guess you can actually download Google Earth images and then put them on your device, but they are massive. Just for this area right here, it was 3 gigabytes. So, and that's not even very much space at all. So I wouldn't use those if I were you, just because you'll fill up your entire device super fast because it's images, it's not topographical maps. So again, my collection, transfer, send to my collection, send. Man, I guess it doesn't want me to do, let's do, just this one, transfer, send. Let's not send custom maps, just send maps with map install. Send, no, it works. Now, I already have this topographical map, Idaho topographical map on my GPS device, so I don't need, it's not showing up because it's saying that it's already there. So your Topo Idaho will pop up right here. If you want to change which ones are selected, well, you can see that it's already installed. If you want to, delete or add them, you can just do it right here. So I'm going to click full install because I want to install both of the maps on there, so I have more data. And then you can click send, and then confirm. And then the install will be complete, and you click done, and it's on your device now. So now you can unplug it. Let's go here and give it to your device, however you do it. And then you can unplug it. And then turn your device on. How's the cakes?
Right for it?
Once it's booted up, you'll have your arrow as before. Let me zoom out on mine. I'm gonna go clear over to Idaho. Thanks, babe. And you can see there's the topographical map all in there with all the trails. What I don't see on there right now is my route I just entered. So if you go to, let me show you this. You go to menu, setup map, select map, then you can disable, enable different maps that are installed on your device. So I want to disable this one, disable my Trail 100. Click disable, and it will remove that so it doesn't make it so busy on my screen. I'm not seeing any my track, so I'll figure out where my track is. One more thing before I forget, I'm probably not going to use this as my primary tool. I'm gonna use it as a backup for sure because it's robust, it's long battery life, and it is going to survive in a bad situation if I drown my bike. Probably going to continue using my phone system because I have an app on here that is really seamless and I don't have to worry about using Basecamp. But if you have any other questions about the Garmin setup, just let me know and I'll see what I can find out for you.